Hello everyone, my name is Diana.
Mine's Dilnaz.
I'm Sogdiana.
And Zhandos is here too.
And we are the Journalists. We discuss different topics in the journalism field, and today's theme is the development of the journalism in Moldova. Here we go. Journalism in Moldova started developing in 1812 when the accession of Bessarabia to Russia contributed the cultural development of the region. During the time of the Bessarabian province, the press was published mainly in Russian. Periodically, newspapers also appear in Romanian. These were mainly official newspapers: Бессарабский губернские ведомости, Бессарабец, Бессарабский вестник, Друг, Бессарабская жизнь, Искра, and of course, last but not least, Checheno-Dizogen Vedomosti, which was the first magazine in Bessarabia. On the May 1st, 1924, the first Soviet newspaper in the Moldovan language, plural Roshu, began to appear. Then, in 1930, it was renamed to Moldova Socialist. During the Great Patriotic War, newspapers and magazines were not published with the exception of the newspaper Moldova Socialist, which was published under the political directorate of the Southern Front. Then, in 1944, after the liberation of Moldova, the printing base of the Republic was restored. In 1972, 77 journals and 120 newspapers were published with a one-time circulation of 1,681,000 copies. And speaking of modern press, we can say it's the same as in every other country in the world. New media is taking place here. Convergence and multimedia editorials offices have become common elements of today's journalism in Moldova. And now let's switch up to radio.
Radio in Moldova. Radio Moldova started broadcasting on 30th October in 1930 with a Romanian language program from an improvised studio in Tiraspol. It is today hosted in a 10-story building built in the early 1990s, and it's the part of public broadcaster IPNA Teleradio Moldova, usually deemed pro-governmental. In October 1939, Radio Bessarabia, a local station of the Romanian Radio Broadcasting Company, with the first radio station opened in Chisinau. Antenna C was launched in 1998, municipalized in 24 and privatized in 27, being taken over by acquaintances of the Party of Communists. Other popular radio stations include Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Voce Bessarabia, Noreg, Pro FM Chisinau, Kiss FM, Radio Nova, Hit FM.
Television industry in Moldova began in 1956. The first television transmission was sent on the 30th April 1958, and it included, among other things, cheers from all the parties that participated in the project's development, as well as some local celebrities. At first, programs were broadcast only 2 times a week, on Friday and Sunday, but by the end of 1988, broadcasts became daily. The first live broadcast in the country also happened in that year. Since 1974, all broadcasts were made in color, and in 1977, the first dedicated television studio was built, which is still in use to this day. In the early 80s, there were more than 1 million citizens with access to television sets. Then, technology started to rise up and cable took place in Moldovan TV. One of the first cable companies to begin their operation in the country was Eurocable, which offered cable television to its customers with multiple local and foreign channels. And after that, cable TV became popular. During the 2000s, many other Chechen-based cable television providers such as Satellite, Delta, and Alpha emerged offering similar services and Sun TV. And that's what we have nowadays.
Media agencies. The state-owned Moldopris is the oldest news agency in Moldova. It was founded in 1935 in Moldovan Telegraph Agency and was known in 1919 in the 1994 is Information Agency Moldova Press. It has been renamed and put under governmental control since 1994. Moldris also published the official gazette Monitorul Official. BACA present in footage of the first private news agencies in Moldova was launched in 1994. News agencies operating in the separatist region of Transnistria in Clan of Via Press and the Novo region Transnistria.
Trade unions. The Union of Journalists of Moldova, founded in 1957 as a creative organization, was reorganized in 1998 into a journalistic union. In 2009, it had around 400 members but no real influence. In 2004, the communist government tried to oppose it with an alternative trade union of loyalist journalists, the League of Professional Journalists, which was only operational for a year, but the polarization of media professionals along partisan lines. The Association of Independent Press, established in 1997, works for the development of independent regional media. The Association of Electronic Press, APEL, created in 1999, aiming to contribute to the development of audiovisual domain. The Center for Promotion of Freedom of Expression and Access to Information, Access-Info, was established in 2000 and participated in the drafting of the new law on access to information. In 2003, a group of Moldovan journalists and 3 media organizations, the Association of Independent Press, the Association of Electronic Press, and the Press Freedom Committee, founded the Investigative Journalism Center.
And that's pretty much it.
Thank you everyone for attention. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.